And we'll go. And if I get lag, then I'll definitely
A chill wind blows down from the slope as you approach
dial
Yester
it
Hill.
back.
Dark, ominous clouds gather high above. A strange rhythmic chant can be heard in the distance.
So those guys won't bother you if you kind of go straight and then right. If you kind of cut straight to this direction, they will. And then you kind of want to stay to the left here near this thing, because to the right there is some owl bears for sure. Might be maybe more, and no sense getting dragged into fights you don't need to get into. You don't want to go into this fog.
Emerge from the mist.
This fog does bad things. Let them come. Let these werewolves come to you. And so getting past the first barrier is pretty short. The second barrier is a little bit longer.
With the destruction of the last foe, the lightning.
From that perspective, we did about 1/3, and so this inner barrier being between these two is going to be about 2/3 of the distance we have to get to the dead area. And a Reaper, these mobs can be pretty tough, especially again those vine blights are brutal. And if you go too fast, you can end up getting some mobs behind you. So kind of watch for the guys coming out of the ground. They will follow you and attack you, and vine blights trip. So knock you down, trip. I'm not sure which, but you definitely want to deal with them when you see them. Here's the next wave. And then these guys do not come out of the ground, but they're another wave that has to be defeated. And then this is the final wave. They're pretty, not very many are normal, so it's kind of, wave might be the wrong word.
The last creature falls, a gap opens in the lightning-ringed stone.
And then just go very straight here. If you're to your right or left, you might draw some more enemies in. So just go very straight from there up to here. And then
a wave of dread washes over you as you enter.
This end fight's going to be broken up into 3 fights. Each fight, 1/3 of the enemies are going to come. So it looks like I might have dragged something up.
The Archdruid shouts.
I did.
Do not let them disrupt our ritual. Attack!
All right. Unfortunately, that guy's kind of caught. Okay, I got knocked down. So we're gonna get these. We're gonna get the non-boss first. Clear that, and the reason is because each time when you damage the boss, more enemies spawn. So we want to get all the trash waves cleared before we damage the boss. Whoops, I did it. He's normal, so I ended up getting everybody because on normal you can just take him down so fast. Now it looks like we have a few things we managed to drag in. I'm guessing my hireling may have been a little adventuresome and wandered there. Alright. Alright, so we just click on this guy.
You examine the statue and find a hollowed-out cavity in the chest. A glowing green gem rests inside. You've stopped the druid's dark ritual
we get our
and
chest.
recovered the magic gem they stole from the
Snotty
vineyard.
talisman, cool. Nothing else, but I'm looking forward to getting a Barovian bow at some point soon. This guy's or this gal's not too far, so let me see. Nothing too useful there. Repeat. We go right back in on hard. Guess I wasn't planning on
Chill
buffing,
wind
so
blows down
oh well.
from the slope as you approach Yester Hill. Dark,
So
ominous clouds
just kind of come
gather
up
high.
straight and then go right, and you won't draw that
A
mob.
strange
That
rhythmic
mob is
chant
surprisingly
can be heard in the
difficult on
distance.
Reaper.
You can't make out the words. Arcs of lightning jump from stone to stone, blocking your path. Lightning dances amongst the terrace.
And going straight and going right certainly going to be quicker on Reaper than fighting the mob. And kind of go off to the left. Kind of, you know, if you get too close to these stones, it sort of hitches a little bit. So you just want to go, you know, left just a little bit off of these rocks. Should be okay. Get the werewolves coming out of the mist. Okay, I guess I can run in the mist a little bit. You can just see what happens. You can see I take damage in the mists.
With the destruction of the last foe, the lightning dancing between some of the nearby stones flickers and dies.
I'm slow. These guys do the slow you a little bit sometimes.
creature falls, a gap opens in the lightning-ringed stones. The chanting grows louder as you approach the
I'm gonna
crest
go a
of the
little
hill.
further to the left this time. Hopefully I want to track those enemies, and I'll bring my
A
hireling
wave
here.
of dread
then
washes
stand
over
his
you
ground.
as you enter the circle of stones. Ahead is a huge, looming statue. A statue you recognize as Strahd.
The Archdruid shouts. Do not let them disrupt our ritual. Attack! Stop them!
The desperate Archdruid screams. The Archdruid thunders.
Our ritual must be completed. It is
I'm just gonna
Lord
click the statue to
Strahd's
end the quest.
will.
You examine the statue and find a hollowed-out cavity in the chest. A glowing green gem rests inside. You've stopped the druid's dark ritual and recovered the magic gem they stole from the vineyard.
Nothing too interesting. I'm just gonna grab an item to vendor, and that is Wrath of Earth on normal and hard.